This is KZ007. I'm coming to you with my boys, the Rinsler and Mr. Cause Chaos himself, John.
Sir.
We are doing Rebirth Mini Royale Quads. Josh, John, and myself have never played this mode, so we're checking it out for the first time.
No idea what we're getting into here.
And we're doing this in a cross-play environment. Josh and John, you guys are playing on similar PCs, is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
Yep. Oh, so it's a mini royale. So
yeah, so I'm thinking we're doing
a 40-person royale. Interesting.
Okay.
I think we're also going to be on an like a condensed version of the map here.
We should have did just regular royale because
that would make sense. I'm interested to see what this is, mini royale. Let's see what happens.
This is going to be chaos.
Now that for sure. Now this is you go down, you're out, right?
I don't know. Assuming they might have a gulag that allows you to come back in.
Right. That'd be the last one on the line to win. Eliminate opponents, escape the gas. Yeah. So this is a battle royale.
So this is a great opportunity for us to discuss that cross-play element. I feel like I just got killed by a PC player. I really
would not be
do.
Surprised. There's for sure a tremendous, in my opinion, obviously, tremendous disadvantage for
that's why
any console player
assist.
playing against. Right. Well, that's how they try to combat playing against console players, because inherently a controller is just an analog stick is just slower than a mouse and keyboard. It always will be, unless they really push mouse and keyboard for the Xbox or any console for that matter. But listen.
As you mentioned the speed controls versus mouse and keyboard, Josh, your thoughts on that? Is you think it's just the mouse and keyboard versus the controller?
What was the question? You kind of broke up. I'm sorry, Nick.
Do you feel it's just the mouse and keyboard that's the variance there, not the system performance?
It's hard to say.
I can hop in a little bit.
You know,
obviously, having faster frame rate that you get with PC always helps. Any better refresh rate is going to help.
Now you're doing console versus console with that, John, because I'm at 4K 60 frames per second on the Series
X. So you're hitting 60 frames per second. I'm getting up to like 120. You know what I mean? So
now we're dealing with that whole versus the human eye component. The human eye can only see like 48 frames per second.
Right, yeah, so it's not, you're not going to, what's it called? I'm going to get a smoother image.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I can't react faster than,
48 frames.
Let's say, take two average people.
Well, what about internet speed? Doesn't that play a factor too? You know, like...
The ping factor's an interesting component.
I got a guy in here, Nick.
I am inside the building to your left.
Are you kidding me? This guy put me down? No way, dude. He must have healed. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Alright, so maybe my PC helped me in no possible way whatsoever.
Well, yeah, I mean, here I am. I'm in a firefight with a guy right now. He's attacking, I'm responding, but he hasn't put me down. He had the clear advantage. He had a fully automatic weapon. He had the drop on me, but he didn't get me.
And this guy went pistol to pistol, and I don't know, I tagged him like 9 times, and he survived.
And that brings up something Josh brought up in our pregame, which is that whole cheating component. Actually, we all talked about that. But Josh, you made some interesting points about the cheating in these environments and how it's kind of running rampant.
And I got put down real quick in the gulag.
It's a lot of cheating in Warzone.
I will be spectating you, my friends.
Oh, you'll be spectating with me because I got stuck in the gas. I am down.
Oh, you got gassed up. I'm with you here, Jay. Oh boy.
I had a guy who had me pinned in.
Thermite exploded you. Josh! Oh my god.
He's got the fucking shotgun, bro.
You
the gulag.
Burned alive so violently there. That was horrific.
Let's talk gulag for a minute. It's a really interesting component, the ability to be brought back in based on a one-on-one.
I don't like
cool.
the Dragon Breath shotgun. That is just the dumbest weapon to
That
have.
was insanity, whatever happened to you there.
That's the Dragon Breath shotgun. That's the
that
one
was
that
ridiculous.
shoots
As
dragon
far as
breath.
Gulag goes, I think this is a great idea.
I
don't
failed the
think what just happened
Gulag
to you
too.
right there was a great idea, but I think other than that, everything was a great idea.
I gotta be honest, I didn't know they had changed the Gulag. For me, it was always the Rock Navy SEAL bathroom entry level. I didn't know they added a new level.
Yeah,
So this was a new experience for me. It was kind of interesting, a little weird.
It's but I love the idea that you could fight to get back in. That's really cool. Really cool.
All right,
come on,
let's see if
J-Man.
Josh gets back in.
Put him down, J-Man. To your left, I feel him. Oh, nice pre-fire there, J-Man.
Yeah.
My guy.
Planning ahead, he
Keep us
saw
alive.
the movement, he kept it going.
That's
Now all
right,
you
he's our
need is about
PvP,
15,000
guy.
in cash to bring us back into the fight.
Yeah.
Grab that. You need that resource case.
Oh, I know.
Nice, dude. No big deal, no pressure. Just make sure you bring me and Nick both back.
No. Damn it, I can't hit it again. I screwed up.
No. Yes.
He grabbed the wrong loadout.
Oh boy, there's a lot of guys there. It's a good name, I like it. I can feel that's gonna do something. Maybe not.
Well, now we're in a different mode, so does he still have the ability to bring us back into the game?
Probably. I would say probably not, but I really don't know. Obviously, I'm not the right person to ask that. I have no goddamn clue what's happening.
That was a cute gondola.
Yeah,
The
see that?
gondola
That was
floating
adorable.
by. Yeah, that was cute.
That was adorable. Next
I
time
wonder if you can actually ride that.
Gotta be able to.
Does anybody else feel like the heartbeat monitor Josh just pulled up really is reminiscent of the motion sensor from Aliens?
Yes, you're absolutely right. That was the first time I've ever seen that, and you're 100% right. It's exactly what it looks like.
And I really feel like, you know, it's really great to see people in the gaming industry, the programmers, the designers, the developers, drawing on those great pieces of, I don't want to call them pop culture because pop culture is kind of a newer concept. I mean, that's
It is,
true.
though. It is. That's the right way to say it, I think. That's exactly what it is. That nostalgic,
Yes,
you know,
nostalgia,
any
that's
school,
it, yes.
Any old school friggin' sci-fi geek, or pretty much anybody, everyone's seen Aliens, sees that, oh, we got some heartbeats happening here, yeah, man.
Yeah, you want your M41A pulse rifle right now.
Yeah. Oh, behind you. Oh, God. Nice nade. Just that left door. Yeah, you could tell the difference between I'm watching Josh and just how much better he knows the game than me. I'm a clumsy moron running around not knowing what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
He is calculated. It seemed like he was above you there, Jay.
Yeah, I really felt like you had like a dual layer pulse there. But that's his chosen reference, you know? He's using that heartbeat monitor. And I think in games like this, developing a playstyle that feels you is one of the key components to being successful.
Had no shields.
Yeah, you were done no matter what. One shot put you down. You got 6th place, dude.
That was a great run. That was really good. You held out there a while.
Yeah, look how much damage I put on that one guy. 317 on one guy.
Yeah, that's
and he
crazy.
survived.
So how do you guys feel about the whole damage number component in a shooter?
I like that.
You like the
I like
fact
it a
that
lot.
it's got that health bar component even if you can't see it?
I don't like the fact that they're like it takes so many bullets to kill somebody. You know that drives me
very
crazy.
spongy. Very spongy.
As a former
also there's
soldier, I can
armor.
tell you body armor doesn't really...
Do
very
that.
few
It
types of
doesn't
body
do that.
armor take more than 1 or 2 hits to break. And once it's broke, it's pretty much useless.
Now, you guys would know better than I do as far as in this game goes. I haven't played as much as I would like to of this yet, but I'll get into it. Headshots. Does a headshot put you down immediately, or is it 2 headshots? Is it 1 headshot?
When in hardcore mode, as far as I know, and Josh, you can correct me if I'm wrong, A headshot in hardcore mode is an instant kill. In the rest of the game, it is not.
I think it's 2 shots. I think you're right.
Alright, so let's say we're in regular, what we're in right here. It's 2 headshots that put you down on this?
I think so in the normal mode, and that's with any gun.
Which is
sniper rifles.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sniper rifles and DMRs are, I believe, single shot.
I'm trying to join you guys, but I can't join you.
I'm still spectating right now.
Yes, we're both still spectating. Okay.
Alright, I was like, what the hell's going on? Why can't I join them?
So,
there's 2 guys left right
those DMRs and those sniper rifles, to the best of my knowledge, those are all 1 headshot in this mode, and the sniper rifles, depending on which one you have, are single kills no matter what. And here we're seeing that example of when people build up that kill streak, and they just gain that ridiculous godlike power of the...
Yeah, you get a ridiculous advantage when you get
the
that. But again,
AC-130, the gunship, the helicopter.
That's COD, which I respect. You know, it's always been built into COD. That's been here since the beginning when I used to play this as a kid, and you know, whatever. Watching Josh get a tactical nuke was like the greatest thing ever. You can't get better than that. That's COD multiplayer.
Well, you mentioned that Josh, you know, he's gotten those kind of higher end perks or rewards, depending on which version you're doing. In an environment where we're dealing with a significant level of cheating and cross-play performance variance, but you still feel those environments are still valid.
Well, that's when you get into should there be crossplay, because someone on console, you're never going to get the amount of kill streaks, whether we're talking about cheating or not cheating. You're not going to get the kill streaks that the M&K players, that PC players are going to get.
I disagree with you there, Jay, because people like Nick Merckx plays on a controller. I mean,
you think he's going to compete with the best M&K players out there?
He does.
He competes with the best PC players. We're not talking about regular PC players.
Yeah, he absolutely does.
So now that's a question that's really kind of a big one too. A lot of prevalent. Well, you've had a lot of prevalent game players, Twitch streamers, YouTube streamers, whatever, who have been caught cheating using things like the Cronus devices or skippers or any number of 100 other different tricks to cheat, or even just aimbotting.
They do. They absolutely do.
100%. Which there's always going to be cheating. If you know, if we stopped doing things in gaming because of cheating, there would be no games. You know what I mean? This is when you come back to game developers. There need to be better things in place to stop that kind of stuff from happening. Aimbots and shit like that are always going to pop up in any kind of first-person shooter.
Cheaters.
No matter what. And it's way more prevalent on PC than it is on the consoles, because the consoles are pretty good at anti-cheat stuff. PC, it's just so much easier to manipulate the system to get those things.
Because you have direct access to the code.
Exactly, right. So it's always going to be there.
The aimbot is the biggest thing in Warzone.
Oh, for sure, right. People are snapping on heads through a wall, right. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
So speaking of the aimbot,
exactly, John.
When you look at something like on the consoles, the aim assist modes, do you feel those are fair, or should they just be removed?
They're absolutely fair. Because,
in crossplay? Oh, for sure.
Because
you need
the PC is a lot easier.
100%.
So
I can snap to a head so much easier than somebody with an analog joystick using their thumb. I'm using my entire arm. You know what I mean?
I agree with the aim assist with the joystick, because there should be somewhat, unless you want to make it harder.
In a crossplay environment, you guys are agreeing with the aimbot environment, or the aimbot
100%.
Aim assist.
Now, what about?
Assist, yeah.
Or sorry, yes, not aimbot. My mistake. Aim assist. But what about for people who turn the aim assist all the way up, but turn off crossplay?
Right. So then you're which I would say, if you have that option, everyone's going to do it. Why would you not? So if it's an even playing field like that everybody's got this high value of aim assist, then it's fair. But if you have certain people maybe that don't know about it, and then other people do, and me and you are playing against each other, I have no idea that there's an extra level of aim assist. You do. you're snapping to my head. I'm maybe snapping to your head just that millisecond less, and I'm going to get put down, obviously, before you. That sucks, but if
Little
everyone
insider
has the same
thing for our
option,
viewers right now. I'm showing my controller settings, and boom, there it is. Oops, I shot right past it. Aimbot, or aim assist, disabled. I don't play with it. I feel if you're really trying to show what you can do in this game,
Absolutely.
you need to disable it.
for sure.
Couldn't have
Very
said any
tough
better.
though when you're playing against M&K players. To have
Right, which is
aim
why you
assist. You're gonna
should
get
disable
4-0.
crossplay.
Well, listen,
Right.
if you're first starting out in the game, then aim assist is your friend. You want to use it. But
No
if
doubt.
you're someone like KZ and you're experienced with shooting and you don't want that extra handicap, then don't use it.
Yeah, right. It's definitely one of those things that if you turn it off, you're trying to hone your skills, get better at the game. You're going to be better if you turn it on after not having it on for a long time. You're going to be dominating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure. But it's much harder to aim with your thumb, which is this isn't new news to anybody. M&K mouse and keyboard is always going to be easier in an FPS than using a joystick. That being said, if you're playing on console and you're playing against other console players, no cross platform, it's an even playing field, so you can hone your craft and get better. And I would say playing against mouse and keyboard players will make a console player better at aiming, just because you have to, or you're going to get you're going to be destroyed all the time. So it's challenging in any game if you want to get better. The more challenge with anything, really, not just gaming. If you challenge yourself, you're always going to get better. So I like aim assist in certain settings. Cross platform, I love it. It's awesome. It's bringing gamers together, right? Can we agree on that?
I'll agree.
The more people playing together, the better. It's awesome.
And when we're outside of that cross-play environment, how do you guys feel? Final verdict,
Well,
yes
what do
or
you
no?
mean? Well,
Should, if I turn off crossplay, so I'm only playing against other controller-based or even keyboard-based console players, do you think it should be something that should be disabled by default instead of turned on by default?
There you go. That's perfect. So it's got to be cut or dry to me. It's got to be one or the other. So I can't. I wouldn't say that aim assist is bad. Like, nobody should have aim assist. It hurts the game, because I don't think that it does necessarily. But if someone doesn't know that there's aim assist and they have it
That's
off,
not
and
their
someone
fault.
does, it's tough. Right? It's tough. It's not really cut and dry, unfortunately. I'm fine with aim assist for console. I think you need it with a console when you're using just
Agreed.
your thumb to aim.
Agreed.
You need some form of aim assist, but there's got to be a line. I can't just move my finger and I'm hitting headshots every single time. That's where you get to aimbot. That's aimbot.
not right. Yep.
So it's unfortunately, it's not cut or dry. It's probably a big point of contention where some people love it, some people hate it. I think it's right in the middle somewhere.
I think it's kind of hidden. I feel like it's something that they should have a pop-up that says, "Hey, we have aim assist. Do you want to turn this off?
Yeah,
no,
Or
there should
do
be.
you want to turn
Absolutely.
it on
Right. I agree with you. There should be some kind of
instead of defaulting to on?"
right. Yeah, there should be some kind of some kind of prompt that, listen, dude, you got a little bit of aim assist going on here. Do you want? And like you said before, I'm sure you showed it to the viewers. It's weird to me that there is a slider, essentially, that you can have a lot of aim assist or no
Yeah,
aim
that
assist,
shouldn't be.
and then or middle ground. It should just be aim assist is on or aim assist is
Exactly.
off.
Agreed.
That's it. There shouldn't be a
Yep.
slider to it. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah, it is.
You want to have
a
like a lot of
strange
aim
thing.
assist or like just the middle aim assist? Well, if I want aim assist,
Do you want to
I
put
want
us
all the goddamn
between
aim
their
assist.
eyes or just
Right,
on the
yeah,
torso?
right. Yeah, that makes no sense. That's like I don't even know why they would put that in. That makes absolutely no sense.
See, now, let me ask you something. When you go into hardcore mode, what happens in hardcore mode?
That's an interesting question, and that's
can you
one
play
we
with the
really
aim assist?
need to put to the developers, because honestly, there's no pop-ups to indicate that it's disabling it, and the settings don't change.
Because that's not hardcore then. That's not
Right,
hardcore to me.
that's
Well, the
interesting.
hardcore mode is about the weapon damage. From what I understand,
But
hardcore mode
still.
only affects weapon damage.
But
It
still,
basically removes
if,
the health
if
bar.
you can use aim assist, in hardcore mode, it's not
It's not,
really
it's
hardcore.
not quite as hardcore, right? It's
No, I
less
agree with you
hardcore.
guys. You're taking it away, and if you're one of those people who knows the aim assist is out there and you're turning it up to its maximum,
To play hardcore mode, you shouldn't be playing hardcore mode.
Right. Well, listen. If you're gonna put on it, if you're someone who wants to play with aim assist, why would you not put it all the way up? Why am I gonna put like this middle ground of aim assist? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah. So I think you've got a great point there, John. That the conscious person who's aware of aim assist and is trying to use it to their benefit, they're always going to turn it all the way up.
You're gonna crank it all the way up. Why would you not? Absolutely, 100%.
But I think Josh was very on point with the concept that hardcore mode should disable it.
Absolutely. If you're going to be playing in a mode where two bullets are going to put you down, and you're playing with the best players, yeah, I would say it's got to be an even playing field, no matter what it is. Either everyone gets it, or everyone doesn't get it. I'm sure there are people that don't like it at all, and they feel better without the aim assist, and they should have that option. But if you're playing in hardcore, for sure, it's got to be hardcore. You got to turn up the difficulty as much as possible. Aim assist makes things easier, so there's no reason for that to be in the mode whatsoever. And I'm kind of sad that I don't see you walking next to us here, Josh, in this never-ending corridor.
Yeah, I know this corridor that doesn't end. So I got to get you guys to weigh in. I'm going to weigh in with I think aim assist is a no. If you're console to console, in the PC environment, it's tricky because of the whole controller versus keyboard. And since the keyboard and mouse is available on the console, it's kind of a weird trade-off. It's what you're more comfortable with, I feel. So I feel like aim assist for me is a no. Josh, what do you think?
Interesting.
I think if you're console to console, you're right. You shouldn't have aim assist. But if you're console or you're cross-playing with the PC, you should have aim assist for the controller, not the mouse and keyboard, because I don't think there is one. But
there is. We talked about that a little bit earlier. I have the option, if I have a mouse and keyboard hooked up, it's just a toggle switch. I just turn on which one it follows.
But not the PC.
Correct.
Right. PC has no aim assist.
Has no aim assist. Yeah, well then no.
Which it should not.
Well, that is an interesting question. If one of you guys did hook up an Xbox controller to your PC, would the aim assist?
You would have it, yes.
Okay, so we're under the impression it's in both.
What, PC and in...
Yeah, the aim assist is there for the controller to compensate for mouse and keyboard.
But not for the mouse.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, mouse and keyboard has no aim assist.
So yes to the no to the console and console, but yes to the crossplay.
Right, if you're playing crossplay.
So if we're agreeing on that whole it's mouse and keyboard doesn't have it, controller does, then it feels like more like they shouldn't have the option to disable crossplay. They should just have the option to disable mouse and keyboard play.
That would be interesting, right? So then you're saying that you'd have to play
controller versus controller,
even on PC. That's interesting, actually. I've never.
I'm sure there are plenty of people who do go out there and they grab themselves, an Elite Series 2 and hook it into their computer because they like the feel of the controller.
Oh, for sure. There's been tons of people on PC that play with controllers.
I like COD on mouse and keyboard more.
But when you watch all the tournaments and stuff for the Call of Duty Champions and things like that, it's always a console. It's always a controller. Even if it's a computer, because we don't get to see what they play on, it's always they have to play with a controller.
I would be interested to see if that's the case. I would think that the top players are playing on M&K.
I was going to say that.
I've never seen a tournament where people are using controllers.
Me neither.
And again, as someone who spends a lot of their time on the console, I might only be seeing tournament play from console editions of tournaments.
I was going to say, you got to be seeing console, right, exactly.
But you might be right, Nick, because COD is huge with the consoles.
Absolutely,
huge.
for sure.
This is where it lives.
There's console tournaments, yeah, for sure, 100%.
And I'm pretty sure in MLG, I mean, you really see a lot more console-based gaming. One, it's a lot harder to cheat in a local area network on a console. In a PC, you can do it with command line. Whereas on a console, you can't access command line. There's no real way to do that.
We should actually discuss that to see if it's actually easier. It might be just the same. We don't know, because you said before that Xbox has mods now, and if Xbox has mods now, then
I would be interested to see.
We also have we're in the world of hardware cheating devices too now, where we have things like the Cronus device. So
it's ridiculous.
And the advanced cheat.
Why would you want to cheat playing a game? Why?
I agree with you.
What satisfaction are you getting? Unless you're professionally.
I agree with you completely, guys.
Competing.
But that is a different episode, and we got to wrap up this one right now. So, final impressions on our little multiplayer excursion we had here right now, I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, for the mass multiplayer, for the open world environment, for the Battle Royale, Call of Duty's got one of the best, most stable platforms. Yes, it has some limitations from the crossplay versus non-crossplay, but they give you the ability to turn those off, which makes it work. And I'm going to say this is a go. Anybody should be able to enjoy this.
Fun with
Absolutely,
the team.
man.
Fun
Oh my
with the
god,
team.
so much fun. This is listen. I am terrible at PvP. This is a known fact. If anybody knows me, you can't go wrong. This is for this style of game, Battle Royale. I've never been a big fan of like Fortnite stuff like that. For the Battle Royale multiplayer, COD has always been at the upper echelon of multiplayer FPS games for sure. Anybody that plays first-person shooters should give this a shot, 100%.
Agreed.
Thanks, John. And Josh, your final thoughts?
You, Johnny?
No, Josh, for you, your final thoughts.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I'm always happy playing this game.
Especially
because
when I tickle his butt cheeks.
Yeah, well, not only that, but just because the guns are fun in this game. And the only down thing is that people are sponges to the bullets. I don't like that. That's the only thing I don't like about this game. Or when you're playing a Warzone actual map with 90 or 60 players or whatever it is, or 120. What is it, Nick? How many players?
100 players.
100 players. You shouldn't be able to run people over with vehicles. There should be a limit to where when the circle clip gets to a certain stage that that the vehicles are disabled. That's the only downfall I have. That's it. But
that shows you how good he is at this. That he's getting to those levels. I don't even know
where he's upset about vehicular.
Get in car, drive around, run people.
But
over.
no, that's really it though. But the game is great. It's so smooth. It really is. It's such a smooth game.
It's a clean play. It's very clean.
That said it right there. It's clean, and playing with your friends is the way to go.
That's why I love that this has cross platform, because even if, listen, I'm playing on mouse and keyboard and I still suck and I'm getting my ass kicked by everybody, but it's awesome that I can play with my buddy who's on a console and I got my other buddy who's on PC and we're all playing together. It's awesome.
And one of the great little components that you guys don't get to see there is something that's displayed on my screen that the two of you don't see, and that is the little icon in the upper right hand corner that says add controller for split screen. I can create my own squad of 4 people on one screen. It's great for LAN parties. It's great for that little local area, that gamers con you want to hold in your house where you just sit around, have a pizza, play some games. It's one of those great games you can do with your friends locally, not just online.
Yeah, it's super cool.
So
for a good Battle Royale experience, this is the best. One of the best.
You can't go wrong.
Probably the best right now, honestly.
So with that all said and done, we got some great thoughts, some great opinions. Mr. Rinsler, Josh, thank you so much. Cause Chaos, you have done so much chaos tonight, because, my God, man. John, thank you so much. It's been great talking with you guys about this, the Call of Duty Warzone. It's been amazing. Thank you guys so much, and we're going to get this one out there for the people. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, join us here. We are What the Frag. Have a great night, guys.
Catch you next time.
Later.
Clear in 3, 2, 1.